In the Russian missile attack on the southern Ukrainian city of Kryvyi, 43 people were wounded and at least 4 people killed, including a 10-year-old girl and her mother. Smoke billowed from a gaping hole smashed in the side of a 9-story residential building, and another 4-story building was almost leveled. A woman was shocked after 2 missiles flew over her house. It wasn't until she received a call from her friend to come to help that she realized what had happened. I only heard "help me," so we jumped into our car and drove here. What we saw was pure horror committed by the Russian. I don't want to say a word more. They hit a residential building, and her apartment is just next to it. So everything in their flat was ruined. She survived and is alive, thank God.
І ми зрозуміли, що ми пригнули в машину, сюди приїхали. Ну, а тут жах.
One man had evacuated from Kherson, only to become displaced once more. I don't know how I'll fix the windows. I'm an internally displaced person from Kherson region, and I came here, and the same things are starting to happen. The first explosion was somewhere far away. There was a second one, then a whistle. Finally, ba-bam, and the explosion wave caused all of this. Several people were buried under the rubble, and some are still hoping to find their loved ones. There are still people under the rubble. Some residents told us that they can't reach their relatives, but the exact number we'll only know once the rubble will be fully cleared. Early in the morning, 1 person was killed and 4 wounded in a Russian rocket attack on the southern city of Kherson. The regional administration identified the victim as a 60-year-old city worker, saying that people were doing their work, making the city cozy and comfortable when they came under fire. Meanwhile, in the city of Donetsk, 2 people had been killed and 4 injured in a shelling, said the Russian-installed head of Ukraine's Donetsk. The attack was blamed on Ukraine. In a statement posted on Telegram, Denis Pushilin said that the casualties had occurred when Ukrainian shells hit a civilian bus. I went outside and saw this. Opposite the house, behind the funeral home across the street, something was burning. I ran there and saw a burning bus and a car that was starting to burn. There was nobody in the car, and as far as I could see, nobody in the bus. Someone could have been there at that moment, but I did not see anybody. The city of Donetsk has been under Russian control since 2014, but Ukrainian troops continue to hold positions on its outskirts, and the city regularly comes under artillery fire.